Hello everyone, Glieken here, and we are going to play Firewatch. It just came out today. It was shown during last year's E3 and looked interesting, and I decided to try it. So let's start a new game. Campo Santo. That's where my friend went to college. You see, Julia. What do I see? You see, Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with the well-dressed professors, grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your major? Or, you. You're pretty. So what's your major? You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asked. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you asked? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Pick up our backpack. Go directly not towards the obvious truck. Alright, let's go towards the obvious truck. Oops, zoom in. Get it. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. We adopt the beagle, and she names it Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk on a deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? Not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple of idiots. That'd be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. (1980). It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the moment. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Very nice. This is pretty. (1982). During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Bit of the dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I almost said you comfort the attacker. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. He runs away. Julia asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kid get waylaid by works. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come. You asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes. Again. Bullshit. But she decides not to take it. Oh, I feel bad. 1985. Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember. She had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days, you get the stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten her day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move into a full-time care facility. You're determined to take care of her. You decide to move into a full-time care facility. Aw, it's Jump Scare Deer. Aw, bye Desmond. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, "If you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off." You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. (1989) Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julie doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Enter the lookout tower. Well, this is already not the game I was expecting it to be. Got real serious real fast. Anything around here? Turn on the power.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello. There we go.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hello?
That's
Whoever
cool.
This is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You've killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against Mom. No way back home can stand you. You're rebelling against Mom.
You're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay. Good night. Bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's, gosh, maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Ah, this game's witty. I like it. Day 1. Oh, I'm using a typewriter.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
I want to look around my room in the pine cone again. Okay.
Hey. Sorry. Guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, what, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah. Jesus. I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Which way is west?
Are those fucking fireworks?
Compass. West.
I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
No. I don't. Okay, north, west.
Seriously, are you seeing
Oh,
this?
okay. There they are.
Whoa. That's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight. Do you think you can handle that?
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Perfect.
Secure.
Shut up.